Hello Rohan, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm fine as well. So I would like to do a little interview with you because you're a guy who explored a lot the world. You traveled a lot in Asia especially, and I would like to know first of all what is the most important thing you learned thanks to your trips and journeys?
The most important thing, it's not easy to say, but I think it's when you're traveling you learn a lot of different things and you explore yourself as well. Like you experience a lot of different things, and especially since I was traveling alone, it made it more valuable for me because I had to interact with the cultures, with the people, with the places, and because of that I believe that I had a bigger impact on myself. And
so you think when you travel alone then you are more open than if you would be with a friend? Or
probably, because it depends. I mean, of course, if you have a really good friend and you know that person is almost similar as you, but if you have someone who's maybe a bit different and doesn't really cope with those situations as good as you may do, so then it could be a problem. And that's why I actually travel alone, because I really wanted to have that experience with the people and talk to them. And it was not just for traveling, it was also because I wanted to improve my language. And if I had someone who would speak English with me all the time, it wouldn't have had a big as an improvement in my Chinese level.
Okay.
Especially.
And by considering all your journeys, who was this one person, or is there one person who who taught you something in particularly?
One example would be my Japanese friend. He was in my class and we were studying together for a whole year together, and after one semester we flew together to Japan, to Osaka, and there he showed me Japan, and he's a really proud Japanese, so he really enjoyed that, and I did enjoy that too. And he also invited me to his family, and then I really got to interact with them as well, and I got to know real Japanese people, and that was really cool. I really liked that. Yeah.
Can you just quickly mention us in which countries you were?
Throughout the whole year, or like?
Throughout the whole year, I think.
So I started in Malaysia, and then I took a bus to Singapore. After that, I flew to Shanghai, where I stayed around half a year for studying. And during that studying course, I went to Beijing and Hong Kong. After that, when the semester ended, I flew with my Japanese friend to Japan, where he showed me his hometown for like 4 days. And then I was traveling around Japan for 3 weeks on my own, but I met some friends who I made in Shanghai as well.
Alright.
And after Japan, I flew to Thailand, and from Thailand I took a bus to Cambodia, and then I flew to the Philippines. After the Philippines, I flew to Taiwan, and from Taiwan back to China for my internship program. And during that internship program, I had the opportunity to travel around China because my boss, he was really open-minded and he really wanted me to see a lot of China.
Alright.
So during the summer semester especially, we have in China there are national holidays, like in each month, in March, April, May and June.
Alright.
So I asked my boss to relocate them right next to the weekend and then give me a few more days off. So I had like a few weeks to travel around China as well. And after China I had to go back to Germany for around 10 days, and then my brother, he married after that to Macedonia and Switzerland, and then to New Zealand and Australia and the United Arabian Emirates, and then back to Germany.
Alright.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of countries.
Yeah.
So, and from all these countries, in which country would you like to live and why?
If I had to choose right now, I would probably choose Australia, Sydney, because I really like Sydney. It's at the beach, like you have the ocean there, you have really open-minded people, international people. It's a really fast-paced town, city, and yeah, I believe that in Sydney, well, especially in Australia, you can like grow up your own family, and that's why I would probably choose Australia.
All right.
Yeah, even though I love Shanghai and I want to work there for a few years, but currently I cannot see myself living there with my family.
Okay. And now, if you should convince other people to travel, what would you say to them? And there you can speak directly to the camera.
Okay, I would definitely recommend you to travel alone. Of course, there are a lot of people who might be afraid that there could be some people, some things, or people who are not as
dangerous.
Dangerous, or like some things would just go wrong and you're afraid that you're alone and then you might get some problems. But these kind of things, they also grow you, and I believe that if you are traveling on your own, you get to know a lot more people because you don't have someone on your side who you're talking to all the time, and endanger your friendship as well, because a lot of friends, or like a lot of people who travel with someone, they might get some problems because they have some conflicts, like someone wants to go there, the other one wants to go there, and then you have an issue, and then you say just, okay, he's going there, she's going there, or something like that, and then after a day you just meet again, and then it's kind of weird. I had that problem once, and that's why I decided to travel alone. And I mean, traveling alone is not just, you're not on your own, because you get to know people, and that's something I really wanted. And because I had the opportunity to travel alone as well, I experienced so many different kind of cultures and international people with different backgrounds, and I learned a lot from them as well. And if I had to choose again, I would definitely go and travel alone.
Okay. So if we are resuming or concluding the facts which are really important, or which are good reasons to travel, first of all, you strengthen your character.
Yeah.
Secondly, you will get to know different cultures, so you're increasing your general culture.
Yeah.
And the third thing, I think, it's just fun. I mean, it's like fucking nice to travel around, to meet new people, to see new places, to explore the world. So, yeah, that was just a little in view of Rohal's life, and I thank you really that you gave us your opinion, and yeah, thank you.
No problem.